Hello, welcome to Hungary. We are currently now in Budapest in front of a parliament, and we are going to see the GuideVision Hungarian branch. So come with us. We are here now with Blanca, who is an HR for Hungarian branch of the GuideVision. Welcome, hello.
Hi, welcome.
You're also not just the HR here, but you have two different kind of works. You're also a team leader. Can you explain a little bit more what it means?
Yes. Okay, I take responsibility of the local HR operational task, and also I became recently the recruitment team leader, which is like a global responsibility. So it's kind of, we are trying to build up a nice strategy of recruitment, because this is the main focus of ours.
Okay, but if we focus more on here Hungarian branch, is it specific thing? Like if you want to hire people, is it something you need to emphasize when you're trying to hire them? That's something they hear and they want to work here?
Here in Hungary, I think like the education or the education possibilities are really nice. So if a company can offer them a nice career path and together with an individual plan and education plan, it's a nice combination, and they are motivated to start the selection process. But it also depends on the seniority level, the professional background, and yeah, so I think this one is the main one.
You said you also work in a global GuideVision. So is there any difference? Like, can you see between the countries, because you also have the branches in other countries in Czech Republic and Poland? Is there any difference between hiring the people? Do they want something else from the company than the Hungarian ones?
This is a really good question. We have, like in a weekly basis or maybe every day, a meeting with the recruitment team or the HR team. So we can see a really nice overview of all the labor market, and it's not just like Poland and Czech Republic, but also Germany, Finland, Sweden. So all together we can create a nice picture of the candidates' needs and. If I think about like what is the differences, I think this education path or career path, it's unique, and not just in Hungary, but it's in the European countries as well. This one for sure. And if I want to talk about like differences elsewhere, that maybe we can think different recruitment strategies. So, for example, in some countries, job advertisements are still working and get enough applicants for one position. But in another country, we are focusing more on LinkedIn or the looking for the passive candidates and then try to motivate them towards GuideVision.
That's interesting. Maybe let's stop here. When you are hiring people here for Hungarian branch, is it like you're looking for the candidates more, or are they trying to reach you? Like, are you the one searching on LinkedIn, looking for the perfect people, or are they here like waiting in a line to get to GuideVision?
Okay, so here I also can say that depends on the position and depends on the seniority level. So, for example, juniors are really into to applying for like a ServiceNow technical consultant role here in Hungary. This year we made a success because we have a lot of juniors now, and they are really motivated, and they are seeing a nice future in the GuideVision and also in ServiceNow, in the field of ServiceNow. So. Most of the time, I'm looking for the candidates and using LinkedIn or advertisements, and also we are building up the employer branding and our social media. So we would like to be more visible and reach out more candidates. But I think in general we can say that in the IT field, we have to look for IT professionals and also talk to them and show the career growing possibilities here, and then they will see that maybe this picture is the same as they want to reach.
So it's more about your job, and they can just sit back and wait for you to reach them.
Unfortunately not. So, but I'm enjoying that part as well, because it's more like, you know, like a detective, or you know, like I'm searching for nice personalities, and also I really like to talking to people, and you know, just mapping their needs or their plans, and then see that where is the match, because the GuideVision has a really nice value or list of values, and then also it's nice to see if the candidate has the same, and then for sure we will have the perfect match, and then we can, you know, just start work together.
It's a little bit like Tinder. Perfect match.
We usually say that, but it's like a reverse Tinder, you know.
Okay. When we stop here about your looking for the perfect candidate, is there something that you always want to see on their LinkedIn profile, or something specific that you're looking for? Something you like to see that they know they have written on their profile, or something like that?
Yeah, I think all recruiters' dream is to have a really nice, nicely written LinkedIn page and CVs with all the information which is necessary. Unfortunately, it's not the reality. So I usually I'm going through their professional background, checking the like the workplaces or employers, and also the skill set. And of course, we have to check the English knowledge as well, but sometimes it's not in the profile. But I'm usually like trying to figure out what was the intention of the candidate's career growth. And then, you know, I'm just write a short message and start a conversation. And it's not about I will sell the job immediately. It's more about like I'm interested in the person, in their goals, and then we can just like thinking about our like common future or something like that.
Do you ever talk to the ex-companies about the people? If you're not sure why they ended it, they don't want to talk about it. Is that like you said, you're a detective, so you're looking to the past a little bit more? You want to know why they ended their previous job or something like that, or you never do that?
Actually, I asked directly to the candidate.
Okay.
So it's not the main part of the interview process, but of course we would like to know that what was in the past, and also like what they are looking for. So that's why this is one point, and also we have the like general HR and onboarding processes. So of course there are some background checks and such, but it's not because I don't believe the candidate. It's more about like, yeah, we have to do that. But altogether, yes, we are like an honest company, if I can like say that, and it means that like we like the open communication, and it starts from the beginning, which means that it starts with me and in the selection process. So in the first interview we will talk, and of course we will like see all the like inconvenient questions if there is any, because we would need to know almost everything, and then we can, you know, build up our future together. And relationship, of course. Relationship, yeah.
Can you tell me, maybe just by numbers or not specifically, but how many people are you hiring, like maybe last year, or what's the future number you want to hire?
Okay.
To know if it's hard to get to the GuideVision, or how many people have the chance.
Okay, like all together, like in globally, I can say that like around 100 new hires we had this year. So it's pretty high, I can say that. So yeah, it was nice.
Good job.
Good job, yeah. And on the other hand, in Hungarian part, our plan was to grow with 20-25%, and also this is our next goal for the next year.
Great. So there is some people who have the chance. Now, important question is, are you looking more for a match person that will fit into the team, or someone who is unique with their specific knowledge or something like that?
It's more about the personality and the attitude, because we are not creating some roles or requirements and then try to find a perfect match. It's more about we are focusing on the people, on the personality and attitude, as I said, and also then we will see that what kind of position would be better fit for him or her. So we are kind of colorful in the field of like IT knowledge as well, because this platform allows to have a different views and also backgrounds. So if someone is interested in the platform and really into to service now and platform development, then for sure we will find the way together. So it's not about the perfect skill set and then we will hire just because it's in the CV.
And on the other hand, maybe did it ever happen to you, just a question, that you found a person who had the perfect knowledge, perfect skills, but you knew that his maybe ego and acting wouldn't be good to the team and that they would not want him there, that it wouldn't work, so you wouldn't hire him? Is that possible?
Yes. Yes, it is. So
I guess it happened to you because
yes.
of the smell. Yeah.
Yeah, I cannot say no. So yeah, it happened, but I won't say that in which company. But
sure,
yeah,
sure.
So it happened. Actually, it's always about the team fit, because we are working in teams. So it's nice if someone has a unique knowledge or even like a leader personality. But we still have to work in a team or together. So that's why it's important. And I think it's really amazing that we are in different countries, but we are working on one project, or not just one project, but it means that one team is like coming from other countries, but they have the same goal, and we will find a way how to reach it.
So it's not team just in a branch, but team across the entire Europe,
exactly.
Through all the branches. That's good.
Exactly.
Is there any specific question you always ask during the interview of the person who wants to work here? Or you don't want to say?
No. It depends, because I think our interviewing style is more like a communication. It's not an interrogation. So as I said, we are focusing on the personality. And what I usually ask, it's like, what is really important for the person to have in a new working environment or in a team? Because it's really important to know it before we start the selection process. And usually we get the answers that, it's important, the supportive environment, the educational possibilities, or like a structured working method. And it's really nice to hear, because then I can just connect to the candidate and just say that we have it, and then we will start a conversation, and then we can build up the entire process.
Because if there's something you don't have, then they probably wouldn't be happy anyway.
So that's the thing, we are searching for someone who would like to start to work at GuideVision and stay and work with us, and not just work but feel good, because we are spending our time in our workplace like 8 hours per day or sometimes more, so it's not a disadvantage to be happy and then feel great. Not
the opposite way, it's advantage. And is there also any red flag what people should never say? Because when you hear maybe sentence or something, then you're like, okay, I will definitely call you, and you never do.
I will call, but just maybe not the right answer or So red flags. I have a nice list, but I think I will just tell one. Okay. It's more about like, okay, just be quick because I have another interview. It's like, okay, then we don't have to continue this one. So it's like...
But do you continue? Like just for a little bit?
Just a little bit, of course, because it's, always thinking about the nice candidate experience. But then I will just make a note that, okay.
You'll just cross the name and say, okay, no.
And it's not because they have another interview, because it's normal. It's just, when we are talking to someone, then, okay, we should focusing on them and not the other way around.
Because it looks like they don't really want the job because they're not making time of it at the beginning.
Yeah, which, you know, it can be true because nowadays, like, you know, everyone is desperately looking for IT professionals. So I can understand that they are overwhelmed with interviews and recruiters. But even if I say yes to one conversation, I think it's nice to have a conversation.
Sure, so be careful about that. And so it may be at the end, maybe your favorite song then be from Ariana Grande, Thank You Next. Is it?
Okay. No, not really. No. But we can, yeah.
It would fit with your job then, like scratching the names. No,
yeah. No, actually it would be like in the other way around, like Thank You Next, because, you know, we hire them and then we are open for the next candidate.
Okay. Well, good luck with the job and
Thank
finding the best candidates.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.